Okay. Rahul, that question to you as well. Would you like any of the metals? But also take us through your other pick, ABB actually.
Yeah, I think metals is definitely looking good. I would, choose Hindalco as well as Tata Steel amongst these. Again, Hindalco is something I kind of like from a medium-term perspective. I think we've settled down 70, 75, I think is a good bottom for that stock. So we should probably move to, about 85 to 90 levels. So, I'm more convinced on that stock. But again, I agree that Tata Steel too looks interesting. ABB, this has been, something which has really come out of the woods all of a sudden. And, with the kind of volume that you see that's really cropped up in the last 2 or 3 sessions, that looks interesting to me. I would really like to buy ABB if we can break out above 1190 today. So we closed a tad bit low, but in intraday trade, let's say we do break out 1190, I would be eyeing 1250 as intraday or 1 or 2 day type targets. With a stop loss tightly in at 1160. But again, it's all about, will these metals really break out over the next 2 or 3 months? Will we really start making new intermediate highs? And I reckon that is going to be the pattern forward.
Okay. Prakash, you want to come in on this commodity discussion, especially Hindalco?
I like Hindalco, certainly. In fact, the base formation is good. The up move for the last couple of days is good. I think the level that I have is around, the first target is around 84, 85 zones. But I think it's going even beyond that. I would have a stop below 80, buy dips on Hindalco, and have some patience for the move to unfold. Hindalco certainly is looking good.
All right. And finally, Rahul, your other pick is Z, far away from, smokestack stocks and money, an entertainment stock.
Yeah, absolutely. I kind of like Z. Again, it's been one of those stocks well above its 200-day average. We've been really having a lot of buy opportunities on this stock over the last, probably 8-9 months. So every dip has been a good opportunity for traders to get a nice fill up. Now, I'm talking about a very short-term call today. So, again, small targets, 425 is where we are going to put a target on it. I'd like to buy the stock around, yesterday's levels, 415. And keep a stop loss at 409. And, the whole idea is medium to long term, this stock looks very solid to me. It's one of those counters where I believe that you will see higher highs. And if you're willing to hold on to the stock, maybe even, 3-4 months, you will get probably levels of 455 to 460. So quite bullish there.
Okay. By the way, Lata, just to interrupt, Hexaware 2 appears to have come out with a warning on the Chennai update. So I'm just reading it out. In view of the extremely heavy and subsequent flooding, Chennai operations missed mission-critical activities and had to be suspended for 3 days. While it got open, it was back to normal business from the 7th of December. Attendance has been lower than normal for several days. It's the largest delivery center for Hexaware. It contributes 23.5% of the total global revenue, and Hexaware has 44% of the global strength operating out of Chennai. This is expected to have a material impact on the company's revenues in this quarter, and they will also have a one-time impact on costs due to wide recovery efforts. So Hexaware 2 has come out with a profit warning for Q3, material impact on the company's revenues, and because of the one-time costs associated with the floods, their margins would also be impacted. And Hexaware is Chennai is an important center for Hexaware, contributing 44% of the global strength. So that's one stock we need to track closely.
Absolutely. Well, Rahul, before we let you go, any IT stocks which you would short today?
I really don't think I'm going to go and attempt a short today, because in principle I think that the Nifty is going to pick up from lower levels. I think stocks like Infosys and, all of these stocks may just be actually good buys for all, if they correct a bit. So I wouldn't really have much on my shorting list. I would really look at buy opportunities.
Fair point, Rahul. We'll let you go on that note. Thanks a lot for joining us with your early morning picks. Rajat actually tossed the same question to you. You were saying that IT companies looked well bought, but you don't have any shorts in your list.
Well, I would be watching for Infosys. 1107, if that is not taken out decisively, then probably there could be a good selling opportunity out there, because Infosys is short-term pullback swing is almost completing, because today being a cycle day for technology as well as Nifty. So I'm slightly worried about the Nifty, because the cycle dates, when they fall, and especially on a Friday, they may actually pan out. So in any case, coming back to your thing, 1107, if not crossed, then at least a small token short position could be taken. Those who are agile traders, they can take a short position, put a stop loss above 1120 and expect 1080 to about 1073 on the downside.
Okay, then speaking of agility, let's get a wellness stock in. Wockhardt is a buy?
Wockhardt looks really good. In fact, the kind of momentum that it displayed, two stocks I found yesterday displaying real good momentum in the last hour or so. That was Arvind and Wockhardt. And Wockhardt, to my mind, looks a good buy even at current prices. That was yesterday's closing price of 1628. I would keep my targets at 1659. That is the first target. But Wockhardt being Wockhardt, I'm giving two stretch targets, 1674 and 1695. And my stop loss would be below 1597. If it is Wockhardt, your stop loss be stretched and your targets also be stretched.
Rajat, you have NTPC as well, and that's a buy.
Yeah, NTPC is very clear. I mean, it has crossed that 135 critical mark and it's closed above that. So put a stop loss below 133.75. Keep a target of 138.20 and 139.25. I think these targets are eminently achievable during the day.
Okay. Prakash, you don't have a buy on sell on any of the banks, but you have a buy on HDFC and Dewan Housing, both NBFCs. Anyway, what are your levels in both?
Well, HDFC certainly looks good to me, and I think purely on HDFC, I like to disclose that the first stock that I ever bought in my life with salary. So I'm going to never give a sell on HDFC. It's a disclosure. But yes, it looks good to me and looks like it can climb to levels to the 1290 zone. That's purely for a trading angle. Stop below 1220.
What was the price of HDFC when you first bought it?
I bought 10 shares of 100 rupees each.
Okay.
1,000 rupees of the investment that I had made.
Well, I was never so lucky. My first loan was with HDFC home loan, and it was a bloody 15% loan, so I don't have so many sympathies. Okay, Dewan Housing.
Dewan Housing, again, I like the stock. Basically, it's given a massive up move yesterday. It's given a breakout. So Dewan Housing should be seen from a slightly longer term perspective. Purely from a trading angle, I feel that the target is around 235, but I wouldn't worry about the target. Even if I get dips, there are buying opportunities. 220 is a strong support zone on Dewan Housing. 224. I think it's going to levels even beyond 235 to 240 or even 250 zone. May take some time for that, but I certainly like Dewan Housing.
Okay.
Rajat, what about Bajaj Auto? There could be a negative impact because of what's happening in Argentina and the currency depreciation. In terms of charts, how does it look?
See, Rima, yesterday Bajaj Auto performed brilliantly, but it has actually reached a resistance zone very close to that resistance level of 25.50. In fact, 25.30 to about 25.50 is a resistance zone for Bajaj Auto. So we need to see whether it really takes out that. If it doesn't, then there could be a minor profit booking in that. But I'm not expecting this to fall below 24.80 kind of levels again, because this shows that, I mean, the chart pattern shows that there is a possibility that we can see an upside breakout beyond 25.50 going forward.
Okay, but actually today the fundamentals are definitely locking horns with the technicals. The fundamentals are not looking good for Bajaj Auto. They stand to lose a little because of the Venezuelan devaluation. There's no saying how exactly the impact could be. Some 4 to 5% was what Vadinder was saying after speaking to analysts. Prakash, Oro Pharma is also on your list. Is that a buy or is it a short sell?
I think it's a buy. It looks good to me, Oro Pharma. I think it's basically trying to consolidate. It's more of a pause move out here. It can climb to levels closer to 844. Purely a technical pick from a trading angle. I would have a stop below 825 on Oro Pharma and go long.